If you learn Reiki level 1 and are beginning to look at Reiki level 2, one of the first questions that usually comes up is, how do the symbols actually work? They can obviously look very mysterious at first. You're given this odd shape, a mantra, a way to draw or visualize it, and instructions for using it in a Reiki practice. And it's very easy to assume that the symbol itself has some kind of mystical power embedded within it. And that's where a lot of confusion really starts. A Reiki symbol is far more than a drawing on a page. It works through the relationship between form, sound, attunement, attention, lineage, and practice. And all of these elements actually belong together. When you separate them out, people start treating the symbols as spiritual decorations or magic signs or techniques for forcing an outcome. And that misses the deeper function of these symbols. The simplest way to understand the Reiki symbols is this. They give the mind a stable object of attention, and they help the practitioner enter a specific quality of Reiki. In meditation, attention needs something to settle on. It might be the breath, it could be a sound, a candle flame, a point in the body, or a visual form. Reiki symbols can function in that way. The practitioner draws the symbol or visualizes it, repeats the mantra, holds it in their awareness, or places it inwardly during the meditation. And the symbol gathers the attention. The mind becomes a lot less scattered. The practitioner begins to enter the quality represented by that particular symbol. That point matters because the symbols don't simply do something by themselves. They work through the trained relationship between the practitioner and the symbol. The shape matters, of course. A circle does not have the same energetic feel as a square or a triangle. A spiral does not feel the same as a straight line. Direction, curve, space, proportion, and movement all affect how attention settles and how the symbol is experienced. And this is why a random shape can't simply replace a Reiki symbol. A different shape will produce a different effect because the form gives access to the function. The mantra or mantric layer adds another quality. The symbol gives visual form. The mantra gives sound, rhythm, and vibration. And when form and sound are used together, they strengthen concentration and help the practitioner enter the symbol much more directly. In this sense, the symbol and mantra work as companions. There's a symbiotic relationship between the two. One stabilizes attention visually, the other stabilizes attention through sound and repetition. And then there's the attunement, of course, which we've all experienced in our own Reiki training. From Reiki level 2 onwards, the teacher brings the symbols directly into the attunement process. The student receives more than a diagram and a set of instructions during that attunement. The symbols are introduced into the student's energetic system through the transmission of the training. And that creates a direct relationship between the practitioner and the energetic qualities of each of those symbols. This is why copying symbols from the internet or a book is not the same as learning them properly. Someone can find the shapes online and repeat the names, but that only gives access to the outer form. Proper training gives instruction, correction, attunement, meditation, practice, and lineage context. Without those, the symbol is being approached from the outside. You could compare it to seeing a musical note on a page. Looking at the note gives you information. Training allows you to turn that note into music. Reiki symbols work in a very similar way. The shape matters, of course, but the practitioner has to learn how to bring it alive through practice. In Reiki Jinkeido and the Buddho system, the symbols also sit within a deeper field of meditative, energetic, and mantra-based practice. They're not isolated tools. They belong to a wider system that uses form, sound, attention, and energetic transmission to refine awareness. And this actually gives the symbols a much deeper context than their basic use in a Reiki treatment. So, what do the symbols actually do? Well, the power symbol helps the practitioner focus Reiki and bring energy to a specific area. The mental and emotional symbol supports work with emotional patterns, memories, habits, and inner conflicts. The distant healing symbol allows the practitioner to work beyond ordinary physical contact, including distant healing, past events, and future situations. The master symbol belongs to Reiki master training and carries a deeper initiatory and spiritual function. Those are practical uses, but the deeper point is that each symbol helps the practitioner enter a different quality of Reiki, or the universal energy field. In treatment, a practitioner may draw the symbol over the body, visualize it in a particular area, repeat the mantra inwardly, or hold the symbol in awareness while Reiki flows. The recipient draws Reiki according to their needs. The practitioner provides the conditions through training, intention, stillness, and connection. With distant Reiki, the distance symbol helps the practitioner move beyond ordinary ideas of distance and separation. Reiki is not traveling across space like a physical object. Reiki is already the universal energy field. The symbol helps the practitioner enter a state of connection in which the treatment can take place beyond physical contact by collapsing the notion of space and time. And this also explains why practice matters so much. At first, students think that the shape, the steps, and whether they're doing it correctly are important. Over time, the relationship becomes more internal. The practitioner begins to recognize the energetic quality directly. The symbol becomes familiar in the hand, the mind, the body, and of course, the awareness. And eventually, the question changes. The practitioner moves from asking, "What does this symbol mean?" to recognizing, "I know this energy." And that comes through repetition, not novelty. The symbols deepen when they're used as part of a disciplined practice. They become superficial when they're treated as shortcuts, decorations, or methods for forcing results. Their power comes through form, mantra, attunement, meditation, lineage, and lived experience working together. So how do the Reiki symbols work? They work by giving form to specific qualities of Reiki. They train concentration, refine awareness, support meditation, strengthen treatment, help emotional healing, and make distant Reiki possible. A Reiki symbol is more than a shape on a page. In the hands of a properly trained practitioner, it becomes a living part of the Reiki system.